Casual Corner!
Welcome to Miss Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 TV shows with epic costume design.
We drink, we smoke, we dance, we get naked, then we put on these awesome costumes and the cycle repeats itself.
For this list, we'll be looking at series with the most extravagant and exciting clothing and accessories. Which of these shows is your fashion inspo? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, American Horror Story. Since each season of this fantastical show has a radically different theme, this series has seen a wide range of costumes.
Each one of you has a unique gift, but that's not nearly enough to be a real witch.
From the witchy attire in Coven to Lady Gaga's Countess looks in Hotel, and the colourful outfits in 1984. Each instalment has boasted instantly memorable looks. Players like the nuns in Asylum and the Rubber Man in Murder House simply wouldn't be what they are without their iconic costumes.
Oh, you're not talking? Well, I'll give you points for creativity.
Lou Eyrick, the designer for much of the show's run, has spoken about loving projects that balance period and contemporary fashions. It comes as no surprise that she loves building pieces for these eccentric characters year after year.
Try to stay calm and smile and know that they won't go on camera naked. Well, in American Horror Story they do, but I know that I will come up with something.
Number 9, Killing Eve. It's not uncommon for assassins to be decked out in signature looks. However, this spy thriller makes sure all these hit women look their best.
This kind of work pays a lot of money.
It's boring.
And make it fun.
Jodie Comer's Villanelle is a particular standout amongst the cast.
She's fine.
Thank you.
She constantly displays her independent streak through bold clothing choices that eschew the sleek utility we'd expect in her profession. While the show is packed with action, espionage, and has a great plot, the inventive and striking costumes are a huge draw in their own right. Some have even speculated that the uptick in pink dresses worn at the 91st Academy Awards was owed to a particular billowing gown of Villanelle's.
Thank you for making such an effort, Villanelle.
Number 8, Glow. Viewers can instantly tell this comedy drama is set in the 1980s, thanks to the costumes.
Bustier on that, my friend, a sequin tight caboose. Eyeliner, lip gloss, glitter in the hair.
The show follows multiple characters as they work on the set of The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Emmy-nominated costume designer Beth Morgan outfitted the players in things like leg warmers, parachute pants, and tight-fitting spandex. She also boasted a unique styling philosophy. Instead of focusing on making every character look like a fashion model, she made sure each of their outfits best expressed their personalities.
Wow. You see me.
The thought and research put behind these period get-ups is plain to see in every frame.
I got chills.
Yeah, you would.
Number 7, Downton Abbey.
Is there anything more thrilling than a new frog? I suppose not, my lady.
This historical drama series follows a family and their sprawling estate in the English countryside. Throughout the show, the upstairs-downstairs divide of the family and their employees is a crucial aspect of the show. The disparity of wealth is perfectly portrayed through their attire.
I've asked Baxter to fit it for you tonight. She's happy to do that.
Very well, my lady. I'm very grateful. I'm not sure when I'll wear it again, but you never know.
You never do.
Costume designer Anna Robbins aimed to make the show's garments as historically accurate as possible whenever she worked on the show or film. She got inspiration from sources like period photographs, text, and portraits. As the series stretched from the 1910s into the 20s, the immaculate garments always reflected social divides and what was accurate for the time.
It's the fashion now! Then it is a mad fashion. Aunt Violet, tell her.
Oh, my dear, in my time I wore the crinoline, the bustle, and the leg of mutton sleeve. I'm not in a strong position to criticise.
Number 6, Sex and the City. Sex and the City chronicled the lives of 4 New York City women as they navigated dating, relationships, and their own desires. Fashion is hugely important to all of their journeys. Manolo Blahnik's shoes are basically one of the show's biggest supporting characters.
I spent
$40,000 on shoes and I have no place to live? I will literally be the old woman who lived in her shoes.
There were also narratives focused on star-related matters like starring runway shows or finding the perfect wedding ring.
It was a pear-shaped diamond with a gold band. Oh, ick!
Ugh, no wonder you threw up.
It's just not me.
You wear gold jewelry?
Yeah, like ghetto gold for fun, but this is my engagement ring.
Before consulting on the set of Emily in Paris, costume designer Patricia Field created countless memorable ensembles over 6 seasons. Each member of the main cast had their own signature style to bring to the screen. Outlets like the New York Times have even credited the series with further popularizing items like nameplate necklaces and flower corsages.
You so have to be in this fashion show I'm doing. A mix of models and New York people with style, and no one is more New York or has more style than you.
Number 5, Pose.
And the house of abundance has entered the building.
A series focused on New York City's underground ballroom culture in the 80s and 90s was guaranteed to feature amazing looks. Frequent Ryan Murphy collaborator Lou Eyrich and Ana Lucia Magorty costumed the series. In some cases, costume items came from Magorty's closet. They helped make sure Blanca, Elektra and Pray Tell sported truly incredible outfits while walking categories and emceeing. The outfits the characters wear in quieter and more intimate moments also boast authentic period touches. It's fitting that the series began with House of Abundance burgling royal garments from a museum. This plot point set the tone for many stunning fashion moments to come.
The Queen! The Queen! The Queen is giving a ball! The Queen is giving a ball!
Number 4, Game of Thrones. As we travelled through the realm of Westeros, it was clear that each region of the land boasted a different fashion sense.
And your dress, did you make it? Such a talent. You must make something for me.
While the northern-dwelling characters might sport leathers and furs, King's Landing resident Cersei wears countless gowns fit for a queen. And let's not forget about all that armour.
This is fine work.
It's not for sale. Boy, this is the King's hand. If his lordship wants the helmet, I made it for me.
Although the costumes are regionally specific and reflect social status, they're also thoughtful in other ways. For instance, Sansa's attire memorably evolves as she overcomes serious personal and political hurdles.
New dress.
I made it myself. Do you like it?
Yeah, it was... I like the wolf bit.
The show's world wouldn't be nearly as immersive without costume designer Michelle Clapton's inspired work. Number 3, Outlander. In Outlander, Claire is transported from 1945 Scotland to the year 1743.
Come with me. We shall find you something to eat, something to wear that's a bit more... well, a bit more.
The show's dual timelines demand multiple kinds of period costumes for vastly different contexts. As the setting of the Scottish Highlands transitioned to luxe 18th century Paris in season 2, the clothing did too.
Christ, I can see right down to your navel. Sure you don't mean to go out in public like this?
I most certainly do. I'll have you know I helped design this dress.
Organic materials and muted colours get replaced by a more varied palette. When the characters relocate to the American colonies, we see even more changes. Designer Terry Dressback has said that around 98% of the series' costumes were made in-house. Knowing that they built so much of the show from the ground up makes the wardrobe on display even more impressive.
There. Now you're ready to be taken to himself.
Number 2, The Crown. One of the most expensive TV shows of all time is overflowing with sumptuous and eye-catching fashion.
This is a monarchy. And if you got it, flaunt it, I say.
This series takes us through Elizabeth II's life, from the years before her coronation through to the various events of the 20th century. The show constantly blends historical accuracy with speculation about what the royals wear when they're away from the public eye.
With stalking, the trick really is to disappear into nature, to preserve the element of surprise. So next time you might not wear bright blue.
Whether the plot is focused on the Queen in private moments or Princess Diana in her famous wedding gown, the costumes always look amazing. Although the title of costume designer has changed hands, viewers have been treated to consistently incredible work.
Our very own goddess, Glorious Gloriana.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Reign. Designer collections and fast fashion brands influence all of Mary, Queen of Scots' wardrobe.
Who knew all it took was a statement dress to get France in the palm of her hands?
Scream queens. Lou Eyrick dressed the ladies of Kappa Kappa Tau in lavish pastels.
A lot of people talk smack about how sororities are exclusive and they're a class system. Well, guess what? Life is a class system.
The Tudors. Some of these gorgeous garments took up to 2.5 weeks to make.
My Lady Anne, you are to be congratulated for reaching so high.
Harlots. While the 18th century wardrobe isn't always completely accurate, it certainly is striking.
The notorious C.W. Have we not all followed your exploits in the Grub Street press?
The Great. Costumes help chronicle Catherine the Great's journey from idealistic young girl to cunning strategist.
It looks marvellous. You will stand out.
As I always do.
Come on.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Bridgerton. While the series was becoming one of the most watched shows on Netflix, it was also receiving praise for its lavish costumes.
Your dresses have arrived.
This one is quite ravishing.
This Netflix period drama follows the expansive Bridgerton family and the aristocratic class known as the Ton in 1813 London. Co-designer Ellen Moroznik's philosophy involved bringing a modern twist to Regency-era fashions. While the clothes may not be totally historically accurate, the revved-up colour scheme and luxurious fabrics certainly pack a punch.
Mama would never allow me to wear a dress like this. Not yellow enough, I think.
Although the Bridgertons are outfitted in a softer palette, the looks are still jaw-dropping. And the Featheringtons also dress boldly too. With countless swoon-worthy gowns on display, this show is a true feast for the eyes.
Flawless, my dear.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.